So far, this is the longest rally I've seen in the ladies match for today.
Yeah. And how they are poised in order to win this. But Nigeria Customs again, I don't know much about them, but I feel they look really strong up against Elwak Wings. Elwak Wings look really careful in order not to make mistakes. And again, you can see Nigeria Customs grinding the point each and every time.
Solomon, I tell you what, in the game of volleyball, every point matters because the point you lose may come back to haunt you, and then you wish you would have made it. Beautiful pass by the libero. Wow, that's a block. A very disciplined block. Very, very disciplined block by Patience Ishaku of the Nigerian Customs team. Elwak Wings calls for a timeout. They've lost quite some points since the Nigerian Customs team called for their timeout. But quickly, I can run you through the lineup. They started this first set. With the Elwak Wings team, they started with Joanna Mensah as their captain, number 4 at position 1. And then Talata Awudu at position 2. Masling Ami Sojinov, position 3. Verity Onyegu at position 4. Then at position 5 was Amina Wumpini. Then at position 6 was Mami Barikisu. For the Nigerian Customs team, they started with Patience Ishaku at position 1. Then at position 3, Usman Aliat. Position 2, Usman Aliat. Position 3. Okay, we continue with the game. A recovery by Talata. Wow, a beautiful ball out. That's a beautiful ball out. And then Chiamaka Ibrahim of the Nigerian Customs team. That's a beautiful cross-court point by her. Oluwatosin still at the line. Wow, that's an ace. She tagged the line beautifully with that serve.
And surprisingly, how we thought it was out of the court, and eventually the ball found its way into the court. Massive set from the Nigerian Customs.
The service type she has chosen is what we call the float service. The ball changes direction while in the air. Wow, that's a speed ball out. A very fast ball by the setter of the Nigerian Customs team, Aisha Usman. Nicely recovered. Mami, that's an out ball. Rather unfortunate. Oluwatosin still at the line. Oh, that's some pipe by Toyosi Aishat Abdurrahim. She makes the point. Elwak Wings makes a sub, and maybe Sakuvi comes on for Mami. The Nigerian Customs team lead 2016. Wow. A tip point there. Easy does it by Verity. Verity. She gets the point easily by a tip. So in volleyball, either you hit hard, get a point, you tip and get a point. Either way, make sure you make a point and then lead your team on. She goes for the jump service. Beautiful jump service there. Nicely worked. The ball did not touch the block as a point to get a Elwak team. Verity at the service line. Goes for the jump service. Nicely taken. Another block by the Elwak Queens team. Unfortunate. Rather unfortunate. From Chiamaka in your shot. Verity. She serves into the net. This is the first set of a possible 5-set game. Elwak wins signals for a timeout. Coach Edem in your shot with Coach Lord. Playing some game. Sends into the net. He's the captain of the Nigerian football team. Here's Wimpy. As she says, wow! Beautiful volleyball from the Nigerian football team. An A-service from Chiamaka at the line extends the lead to 24. 24-20. That's a set point. The Nigerian Customs team. It looks like they will surely take this first set. Except that in volleyball, you cannot be sure until you are really sure to make that point and then get the set done with. Chiamaka at the line. Beautiful play. Mavis Akuvi opens her scoring as the SVC 2025. The nice cross shot replaying on your screens now. It's not easily defended. She goes on to serve. Let's see what happens. Wow.
Great. It feels sort of relieving for Elwak Queens as they try to bounce back after the technical break, and of course another break again. I feel when the break always comes, the other team gets momentum in order to move. Because before the first break, it was Nigeria Customs having the momentum, and the break came in, and now Elwak Queens have to come in. Immediately Elwak Queens try to close the gap. Then Nigeria Customs call for a break again.
Right.
This technical, right?
Very technical, as you said. It is meant to disrupt the rhythm of your opponent as they keep getting, the points. They fall into a kind of rhythm. So you call for a timeout, and that's by the technical coaches on the bench. Then they call for a timeout just to break the rhythm of their opponent.
And of course, Nigeria Customs.
Wow, a beautiful block. One wing. I'm making a statement here. Would they stage a comeback? Akubi serves. Nicely defended.
And tell you what, I'll tell you something about Elwak Mavis. She was
wow. Comeback is real in the game of volleyball.
Exactly. And I want to
24-24.
something about Mavis. You know, way back when the same GHS team, and she was then a volleyball captain.
Obviously.
And look at her going to serve beautifully again.
Yes, she has developed over the years.
Exactly. Holding Elwak Wings down. And she told me before this competition that Elwak Wings are coming for. He mentioned 2 teams, Calibu and Ghana Army.
Wow. That's an in-ball. Rather to the disbelief of the Elwak team.
So close.
Very, very close. Again, I'll say that the game of volleyball is a game of inches. A game of angles and a game of inches. At this juncture, 25-24. Wow. She serves into the net. Rather unfortunately, Patience Ishaku. At this juncture, both teams need a 2-point difference, a 2-point clear difference, a 2-point clear difference. Joanna Mensah comes back, the captain of the Elwak team. Masling receives that ball and goes for the... Wow. That's an out ball. An intelligent play, but the ball landed beyond the line and the court. That gives a point to the Customs team. And Aisha Umar at the service line. She serves long. We go again, 26-26. Well, I have been fortunate to see a volleyball match travel as far as 37-35 just for one team to win. And that's for one set. So you can imagine if every set travels this far. Talata. Nicely defended. Wow. Beautiful volleyball. That's a nice rally developing here. Talata receives the set. Poor set though. Wow, a block out. A block out. And Oluwatosin celebrates loudly. As a massive rally there. In your shot is Aisha Umar, the setter of the Nigerian Customs team. Mavis receives the ball. Wow. Maslin. Sojinov. At the right side. We are tied once again, 27-27. This is just the first set, people. You watching at home, you watching online. This is an interesting game to watch. Maslin in your shot now. Goes for the float service. Received. Chiamaka plays it safe. So did Wumpuni. Wow. Beautiful recoveries here. That's a volleyball play here. That's an intelligent play by Chiamaka. She found the fingers of the Elwak block and tags the ball on those fingers. They lead by 1 point now, and that's the set point. As much as the set becomes draw or the score is drawn, we keep looking for that 2 points clear difference. Until then, we go again. Is it Mavis?
Yeah, of course, Mavis missing that.
Hits into the net. that brings us to the end of the first set.
Exactly. So a great game for both teams. You can see Nigeria Custom from the onset trying to take over the game. And of course, we saw in a moment whereby Elwak also came in after the call for the break. And at the point, it was a tie where we were hoping that Elwak wins to do the comeback because we saw them coming in very well. And Nigeria Custom gathered the momentum and managed to push those. First set gone for Nigeria Custom. And they're here to see and get look at that. Look at that shot. Beautiful display here. And Borteyman was confidence. And I believe that we might have seen this first set. It's really second to night for Nigeria Custom. And our teams have the way coming into the second set. And I think that we can be 1-1 getting into it. You don't want to see that 2-1 or 3-4. But again, we got to Nigeria Custom because that is important.
Right. That's very, very important to make a statement and then to draw first blood in the game of volleyball. It gives you confidence going into the next set and then onward to win the match. Beautiful game of volleyball here. As part of Elwak Wings recovery. Marceline in your shot here. She's doing the most. It's just amazing that she's putting up some massive points for the Elwak Wings team.
And this is where Elwak Wings thought that all was lost. This is where they saw that all was lost. Because at this point, it was all ties where they were hoping that just a little bit push will lack the set. But again, Nigeria Customs knew why they came, and we got it right from the blast of the whistle. And you see that from the start, really happy and enjoying every moment from it, all the way from Nigeria coming in. And these are the ladies. Calibi came in and conquered, and of course they won their first game. They looked unbothered because champions of the Gala League, they couldn't make it in, and they told the Accra Beach Volleyball, but they are here in the Super Volleyball Champion, and who knows, they might win the women's category as well. So let's see. All fingers crossed for an exciting coverage.
Right. Well said. Calibi walked over the Ghana Immigration Service with a 3-straight victory. 3-0 victory over the Ghana Immigration Service. They're in the lead. The shot there is the Elwak Wings team trying to regroup. The second set is about to begin. It looks like we have similar setup in the first set on both sides. There's been no changes at all to the setup. The libero of Air Force, Asana Idrisu, was in your shot. Here we go again. Aisha Umar goes for the float serve. Masling beautifully drives. Wow. Kelechi did not come to play at all. She's here for serious business. Number 14, shirted lady for the Nigerian Customs team. Aisha. Once again to Asana. Mami. Nicely recovered. Whoa. Beautiful game. Nice point by Toyo C. Aishat Abdurrahim. Nigeria Customs Gradually tearing away. She serves into the net. (2-1) is the service. Is the score line. Talata serves. Wow. Beautiful play by Bucky. Right. The game of volleyball, like I said, the game of inches and advantages. The earlier you take your advantages, the better. Right on cue, it's Kelechi. Tags the block with the ball, yet the ball was in the court. Toyosi at the service line. Wow, that's an out ball. Rather unfortunate for Verity. Toyosi once again. Wow. Umpini. That left-handed cross-court shot. Mami, your shot now. The float service. Blocked there, recovered nicely. Wow. Beautiful defense there by Idrisu Asana. She recovers once again. Umpini goes for the tip. Verity. Her ball has been recovered. Beautiful disciplined block by the Elwak team. They get a point. Trying to stage an early recovery. 3-5 is the scoreline. Mami back to the service line. Wow, a monster block there. A monster block on Chiamaka. Beautiful. Mami once again at the line. Serves Chiamaka. Whoa! A monster block there by Maslin. 1-on-1, mano a mano. She says no to Kelechi. We go again. We are level at 5 apiece. Chiamaka receives. Back to Kelechi. Aisha sets Kelechi again, and then yes, she finds the fingers of the Elwak block. She gets a point. Buki Oluwatosin goes for the roll set. Whoa. The joust at the net. Wow! Beautifully defended by Talata. Whoa! An out ball. An out call by the top referee. There's some discrepancy they may look to solve. Meanwhile, Verity goes for the ball. The top referee in your shot. Wow. The call has been overturned to the Nigerian Customs team for a brush, or should I say a touch out. The lineman also saw an out ball. I'm sure the second referee saw a touch out. Free ball to the Nigerian Customs team. What will become of this? Another touch out. Very intelligent play by Chiamaka. By all means necessary, get your point. (8-5) the scoreline. The Nigerian Customs team lead by a set. And they lead in the second set as well. Wow. Maslin goes for the line shot and gets a point. That's an intelligent play. This is the game of volleyball. Hard service, beautifully received, a set out, then a point made. Maslin goes for the cross court. Nicely defended. Kelechi plays it safe. GHOne. Wow. A middle combination there by the Elwak team. Gets a touch out. For the Elwak team says no. Middle combination there. A beautiful point made. Patience Ishaku. I think that the formation of the Nigerian Customs team has not been to play a lot of the middles, because this is almost the first point being made from the middle position or from their middle blocker there. A soft touch. Wow. Patience Ishaku. Right on cue. Right on cue. (11-8). Fortunately, she serves into the net. Chiamaka. Rather very disappointingly, you can see on her with her misdemeanor. Maslin at the service line. The jump float. Recovered by Kelechi. Tipped over. Mami there, powerfully recovered. Talata going for the dink. That's an out ball by Kelechi. She goes in powerfully. Perhaps to look for the fingers of the Elwak block. That's her in your shot, number 14. Nice withdrawal. She couldn't get the fingers. Oh, an ace serve by Maslin. She gets Elwak wings back into the game. 11 points apiece. She serves long. That gives some relief to the Nigerian Customs team. This is their libero here, Mariam Usman. Now, Patience at the service line goes for the jump float. Mami there, but she hits out. Yet another point to the Nigerian Customs team. And it is these kinds of points that may give your set away, as they may come back to hunt you badly. Let's see what comes of this set. Soft touch by Maslin. Whoa! Wow! Toyosi makes a nonsense of the Elwak wings block, as though there were no block, as she hits right into the middle of the court. Beautiful kill there. Patience gets an ace on Mami. Elwak wings call for a timeout. Again, like I've stated earlier, the timeout sometimes is called to break the rhythm of your opponent team who are tearing away. And where we are now, you can see the disappointment on the coaches and the players of the Ghana, of the Elwak wings team. A nice play there by Patience at the middle, with the middle combination. Rather unfortunate is when he served into the net. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, see the grimacing reaction by Kelechi on that out ball. Patience Ishaku back at the line. He serves. Talata goes for the second touch. And nicely recovered. Whoa! Nice combination there between Aisha Umar and Baki Oluwatosin. Try as she did, Jennifer, the libero of the Elwak team, could not recover. Whoa. Nice tip there. Joanna. Oluwatosin. Mami. Wow. Unfortunate tip. She intended to just dink it right behind the block, but it did not materialize same. We have a substitution by the Elwak team. Mami comes out for Sandra and Ponsan to go in there. And Joanna serves into the net. Rather uncharacteristic of her. The Nigeria team now leads by 5 points. 17-12. They begin to tear away. Another free ball. Wow. Block touch there, nicely recovered. Whoa, Sandra Ponsa on the first attack gets the point for Elwak wings. Will they stage yet another form of a comeback like they did in the first set? We are in for a cracker. A free ball to the Elwak wings team. What do they make of this? She drives the ball into the net. The replay there in your shot. She was going for the angle shot. Or should we say the cross-court shot. I tell you what, Kelechi has come to play in this game. If my statistics are right, she's the leading scorer in the match so far. Toyosi serves long. Talata recovers. Verity can just tip. Nice recovery. Wow. Sandra tips it over. Verity sets Sandra. Intelligently tips it behind the block. Aisha once more. Nicely blocked. Kelechi once again makes the point. That's a massive spike there. A massive kill. If you hit hard enough and it touches your block, the block, you still get a point. Talata comes out and Christine Agbosi replaces her at the setters row for Elwak team. Whoa. An ace serve there by Toyosi. And the Nigerian Customs team, I can't tell whether it's safe to say that they've taken the second set or they would definitely take the second set. With the event of the first set where the Elwak team tried to stage a comeback, this time the score is 21-13. The Nigerian team running away with this set. I see the Bethel, the second libero of the Nigerian team. In your shot also is Patience. Putting up an alliance to be able to win the match. The coach of the Nigerian team, Watson Kinley, Suleiman Olayinka, she looks on as his team cruises to victory. Toyosi back to the service line. The referees would look to make a clarity. Toyosi, in your shot. Tell you what, Kelechi and the likes of Toyosi and Chiamaka are making the most from the Nigerian Customs team. With their anchor lady Aisha Umar at the setters row. I see Mavis is in for Marceline for Elwak. Whoa! She's aced right away. Toyosi continues her service role. It continues to lead the Nigerian Customs team in service. Royalty comes off for Salamatu Mohammed of the Elwak volleyball team. Sandra Ponsa goes for the tip. They get a free ball. Unfortunately, that is one of the headaches of setters, to have misdirected the ball over the net and out. The replay there in your shot, she was going to Sandra, but her touch let the ball out. Intelligently played. Nicely recovered. Aisha Bari of the Elwak team. Nicely recovered. Wow. Salamatu Mohammed dinks it and makes a point. In your shot is Sandra. That's the replay there. A tricky shot. Rather unexpected. Aisha Umar could not save it. Sandra serves. Kelechi. Wow, she's been blocked. She's been blocked. That's the replay there in your shot. A rather stable block by Mavis. Sandra serves again. Nicely recovered. Wow. An intelligent dink. Right behind the block. Oluwatosin in your shot here. And that was the point. She serves into the net. The score is 16-24. The Nigerian Customs team at a set point. They have 8 set points. That's a massive lead here. Will they make it on the first attempt? Yes, they do. Once again, Kelechi makes soft work of the block. The second set is over, and that's it. That's intelligent. And I tell you why. The defenders of the Elwak team are far back, such that they were anticipating a massive hit. The way she had continued to hit on the line and in the court and across court, you would be expecting that at every attempt she may hit. So you may not want to cover behind the block, and that is where an attacker shows his or her repertoire by changing the means of attack, by varying the mode of the attack with some dinks and with some power shots. We are in for a massive game here. That's the Elwak team in your shot now, Coach Lord. Trying to encourage the ladies. That's a beautiful combination play between Aisha Umar and Oluwatosin of the Nigerian Customs team. A rather unfortunate points. Look at her, look at the ball in disbelief. So, if you are watching us, wherever you are watching us across Africa and in the world, we are at the Borteyman Sports Complex right here in Accra, Ghana, where the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025 is ongoing. We are proudly sponsored and partnered by the EIB network. We are live on GHOne, and we are sponsored by Kratos Sports Entertainment, Jata Cement, Japan Motors, Pella Natural Water, Red Bull, NASCO, Soccerbet, The Mailbox, KD Graphics. We are also proudly supported by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the National Sports Authority, and the Ghana Volleyball Federation. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. Feel the spike. In the match ongoing, the Nigerian Custom team lead by 2 sets to nothing. They lead the Elwak volleyball team by 2 sets to nothing. And we are back into the 3rd set. In your shot is the Elwak ladies team, with Coach Lord and then Coach Divine Doche encouraging them. Again, in your shot now is the Nigerian Customs team, with Coach Olayinka encouraging her ladies. to finish off the match. Coach Divine there, still meting out instructions to her people. We are underway with the third set. Salama to Mohammed begins for Elwak Wings. Your shot now is Chiamaka. She and Kelechi are making the most of the point. Umar Usman. Sorry, Aisha Umar. Verity goes for the jump service. Toyosi, referee says the ball did not cross. Marceline in your shot now. She has been a massive part, very instrumental part for the Elwak Wings team. Verity goes for the jump service. Wow! Kelechi comes through the middle. That's a pipe combination there. We've not seen a lot of these in the ladies' game. Aisha. Marceline goes for the tip. Toyosi dings. A net violation. Another point to the Nigerian Customs team. Nice recovery. Oh, unfortunate. Fortunate for the Elwak team, a block. That's a block in your shot there. Rather unfortunate. You can see Sandra grimacing there. She receives the ball. Wow. Blocked and recovered by Oluwatosin. Free ball to the Nigerian Customs team. What can they make of this? Kelechi, but blocked and recovered. Marceline goes for the tip, recovered. Toyosi goes for the cross-court shot, and she gets it. She tags the line beautifully. Number 4 in your shot now. Wow, it's a game of inches indeed. Aisha Umar in your shot now. The setter for the Nigerian Customs team goes for the float serve. Sandra receives it intelligently. Unfortunately, Salama too could not tag that back line. Yet another point 5-1 in the scoreline. Float serves again. Asana receives. Masling. Toyosi. Intelligent. Whoa! Massive recovery. A timeout called by the Elwak team as the Nigerian Air Force team, the Nigerian Customs team, runs again with this set. Olayinka in your shot now, the Nigerian Customs team coach, in a really comfortable lead. Aisha again. Will she get the ace? Wow, the ball comes back. What do they make of this? Toyosi recovered. Beautiful game of volleyball. Wow. Kelechi says, not in my house. Not here. Sandra is not happy. Beautiful celebration by the Customs team. That was a nice defense by the Elwak team. Only unfortunate. Sandra beautifully recovered. Talata comes back and makes that dink. Yet another dink. Oluwatosin makes the point. She celebrates loudly. (9-1) is the scoreline. Aisha goes for the float serve. Wow. Masling goes for the long shot across the court. And she gets it. Talata in your shot. 2-9, the scoreline. Beautiful combination play. Nicely recovered. The ball, fortunately for Wumpini, did not cross over. That's in your shot. She's in some kind of pain. Wumpini Amina. She gets up on her feet. Hopefully she's okay. Talata in your shot. Wumpini is substituted. I see she's not too happy about it. So you see in your shot now. Wow, she aces Sandra. The Nigerian Customs team are running away with this set. Beautiful shot there. Kelechi goes for the kill again. Well, you watching at home, wherever you are around the world, this is the Borteyman. EIB network. We are live on GHOne TV and across the EIB network. The game in your view now is between the Elwak Wings volleyball team and then the Nigerian Customs volleyball team. The Nigerian Customs lead by 2 sets, and they lead also in the 3rd set. Beautiful combination play, nicely recovered, unfortunately. Marceline, after that recovery, went down.
One, two.
Sandra kicks the ball and was able to travel across to the Nigerian Customs side. Yet another recovery by Salamatu. What a rally. And that's Kelechi there, happily jubilating with the points she made. Talata conferring with Coach Lord. Toyosi is substituted by Patience, Precious, Tessia. Precious comes in for Toyosi. Oluwatosin serves. Sandra recovered. A free ball to the Customs team. Another recovery. Kelechi. Sorry, that's Chiamaka. Chiamaka gets a point. Beautifully tags the block. 15-3 is the scoreline. That was a late block by Mami. Sandra, cross court, nicely defended. Chiamaka goes for the line shot but misses the line narrowly. Elwak wins to enforce a substitution. Salamatu comes out for Joanna Mensah. That is Mariam in your shot. This is Joanna here. She serves. Beautiful float serve. Chiamaka goes long. Nicely defended. Sandra goes long. Beautifully defended by Mariam, the libero of the Nigerian Customs team. Yet another defense. Mami tips. Chiamaka. Wow. She gets the touch. She gets the touch. Kelechi at the service line. Also the long float. Hits it into the net. I tell you what, you at home may be thinking volleyball may be easy, particularly these kinds of service. they come with such confusion because it is served into the air, but by the time it reaches you, it might have changed direction. Just like the knuckleball free kick mastered by Cristiano Ronaldo. Before the ball gets to you, it has changed direction. Nice dinked. Another one by Talata. Chiamaka blocked. Elwak Queens get that point. And that's Mariam, number 1 shirted lady with a different colored jersey because of her role as a libero. The libero's role maybe seemed to be the best defensive player on the court. Wow, Mami aces. She has been the best server for Elwak Queens so far. Continuous service. Wow. Chiamaka making the most. She receives the ball and then also gets the point. Kelechi confers to the first referee. Chiamaka at the service line. Sandra. Wow, nicely recovered. Beautiful defense there by Bethel. Oh, unfortunately, lack of communication on the part of Talata and Verity cost them a precious point. The Elwak Queens team, that was a rather unfortunate. Yeah, she's frustrated about that point she lost. Nigerian Customs team, they're running away with this set as well. 18-17 is the scoreline. Welcome to the Borteyman Sports Complex, Accra, Ghana. Wherever you are watching us from, this is brought to you by the kind partnership of the EIB Network, and this is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. We are live on GHOne TV and also across the EIB network. We are also live on the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube platform. 18-7 is the scoreline. Chiamaka at the service line. She serves into the net. And like I've said throughout this broadcast, the timeout sometimes breaks the rhythm of your opponent, such that when they resume, they are not able to follow through in the same pattern they were in earlier. It's going to be a sub. Mavis Akuvi comes for Sandra Mponsa. Mavis, an experienced fellow in Ghana volleyball. Kelechi could not translate that ball. Mavis at the service line. Precious receives. Precious goes for it. She gets the point. Beautiful touch out. She looks for the fingers of the blockers. Looked for the weakest fingers. Exactly. Tags it powerfully. Talata was expecting a recovery. Maslin defended. Verity. Wow, nice pick up there. Talata goes for the second touch. And gets the point.
And it's 19-10.
13 is down. her focus is really up, and they put up a comeback like they tried to do in the first set. Verity goes for the jump service. Precious goes for the tip. It did not work. Palata. Wow. Chiamaka. What are the referees saying? It's an in-ball, says the top referee. That's the replay in your shot for the pipe. Comes in. Oluwatosin comes out, and then Blessing Lawrence replaces her. Blessing Lawrence replaces her.
22-10.
GHOne, wow, a beautiful point there. She goes for the angle. I see Aliyat Usman replace Aisha Umar. Right on cue. She bumps it. GHOne dinks and gets the point. Easy does it for GHOne Mensah, the captain of the Elwak volleyball team. Palata serves. Aliyat. Wow, nicely recovered. Beautiful shot there.
21.
A well-made point by Blessing. She prepares, goes for the middle, angles her shot. Another recovery. Wow. Jamaica comes in with the fire. Mami taps the block for a point to the Elwak team. GHOne and Akuvi in your shot. Jamaica blocked. Blocked quite cold. Mami gets one on her. And Olayinka signals for a timeout. Particularly also to break the rhythm of the Elwak team. That's Mami there. She's not the tallest, but she gets up there on that play. Right, trying to map out a defensive strategy to how to win this. We are live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. We are live on GHOne. This is the third set of the second match. Oh, she serves long. Maslin Sojinov. She apologizes. Blessing goes for the float service. Asana takes. Maslin. That was a long. Goes out. Nigeria Customs inches closer to the match point. In the end, unfortunately, Precious Blessing serves into the net. Joanna Mensah goes for the float serve. Kelechi nicely defended by Maslin. Once again, beautifully defended by Joanna. Wow! Akuvi intelligently tips it beyond the reach of the Nigerian defense. Kelechi there in your shot, receives and goes for the power. Defended on the line by Joanna. Intelligent play as Aliat came forward. Joanna in some kind of discomfort. These are some of the fears of volleyball players on the movement of the joints. That was a play. She recovered beautifully. It looks like she did not land well. Right, you see her limp there. And she's down. Like I said earlier, this is the second match of the day for the ladies team. The first match saw the Gava League winners, Kalibi, trump over the Ghana Immigration Service team with a 3-0 victory, making a statement. In the first match of the male category, the Ghana Prisons team also trumped over the Elwak Wings men team with a 3-0 victory. Ongoing now is the Nigerian Customs Volleyball ladies team against the Elwak Wings ladies team. The Nigerian Customs team at match point. Volleyball recovered. Beautiful. Unfortunately,
Customs of Nigeria, and it brings us to a set point.
and this brings us to the match point. There's been a call at the referee's table. The signal is that there was a rotational fault by the Nigeria Customs team. Kelechi was supposed to be serving. Yes, she remained at the front court, and that's a fault. (17-24). Mami, as she bring her team back. Beautiful service there. Chiamaka, wow. She makes the point, gets the game. Olayinka there. Bows Coach Olayinka. The Nigerian Customs team celebrate their first victory in the SAC Super Volleyball Championship. They take the match by 3-0, winning the Elwak volleyball team. It's an amazing moment in volleyball in Ghana now as they meet at the center line to exchange pleasantries. We are live. Like I said, if you watch this match, it was between the Nigerian Customs Service team and the Elwak Wings volleyball team. This is the Super Volleyball Championship 2025. The scoreline was 3-0 to the Nigerian Customs team. In your shots there are the highlights. Beautiful play. Well, so if you could join us at the Borteyman Sports Complex, we are live. We are live also on GHOne and across the EIB network. I'll be changing over soon to my colleague Solomon for the interviews.